you figured them out, you might have even called them out. But what really happens when you do outsmart the narcissist? I'm going to be talking about this in the video. Hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So what happens when the main supply, aka you, outsmart the narcissist? I'm going to be talking what happens to them. Like, you have figured out who they are. You might have even called them out. So what happens when you do call them out? This is what I'm going to be looking at in the video. As we know, the narcissist is going to hate this. They are going to hate the fact that you have figured out them. The fact that you have understood just exactly what they are doing. You know, they spend a lot of time and effort trying to hide all of this, okay? They try to hide it for as long as they can. This is why they mirror, they love bomb, they gaslight, okay? And the fact that you have figured out their one big lie, they're gonna absolutely hate this. So a lot of you might be thinking, so let's just call them out on it. And a lot of you might have actually even done this. But what I'm going to say to you is, what is the point of even explaining yourself, even explaining that you have found this information out? Do you know what? It's better just to kind of leave. And actually, there was a short that I put out not so long ago, which I will link here. And what I was saying in that shorts was, don't call a narcissist out. Can you imagine someone coming up to you saying that you've got a personality disorder? And a lot of you have said, too late, I've done that, which is fine, And a lot of us want to do that. Look, there's no judgment here, like, because I completely understand why you would want to do that, because it's not about getting your own back. It's about saying that actually, yeah, I know what you're doing. I see you. And so at the time that feels good. But think about the behavior that you were met after. Were you punished? Because narcissists are not going to take this lightly. No, they're not going to like the fact that you have figured it out. So they're going to try and get their revenge back. They're going to somehow try and destroy you. The fact that you're saying to them that I know what you're doing, I can see your game here, huge narcissistic injury. And they can't deal with that. Because they think in their mind that they're going to get away with this behavior. They're going to get away with this forever. They're going to think that they can play you. They think that you are always going to belong to them because they believe that the relationship is transactional. So you are their property. You are going to belong to them. That's the way that they think of these things. So the fact that you're now saying, I'm not doing this anymore, I can see what you're doing, they're going to hate this fact, and they're going to try and keep, possibly one scenario will be that they want to keep you. The second scenario is that they're so annoyed, they're so irritated, the fact that they are now want to punish you. So this is how you outsmart the narcissist. First of all, you've got to be smart in the way that you do this, all right? If you haven't called them out yet, I would say maybe think about it and not, because you could be met with either two scenarios. Even though they might want you back, they're going to try their best to try and get you back. But do you really want that, my friends? Do you really want them trying to get you back? This is going to play on your heartstrings, and most probably you will go back. Or if you don't, they will still punish you. Or are you going to look at this and think, okay, I'm going to be punished by them? So the thing is, it's just better just to go and not say anything, because the fact that if you call them out or if you tell them, it's not going to make a blind bit of difference, because they don't care. They don't care that you know. What they're going to care about is the fact that they're losing their supply. That's the only thing that they're going to care about. But if they've got other people in the wings or in the back there somewhere, then it's not going to be a big injury for them, because even though you leave, they've got the others for the time being. So the fact that you will say it to them, this doesn't matter. They're not going to take any blind bit of attention that you have said this. Because to them, what they are doing is absolutely fine. It's fine for them to do that. And that's what they believe. They believe that it's okay, what they are doing, and that they can get away with this behavior. The thing is, these individuals have no ability to introspect. So what that means is they're not going to realize, they're not going to suddenly understand it from another person's point of view, remember, because they don't have any empathy. So they're not going to see it from somebody else's point of view, let alone yours. You're there to supply attention and validation, okay, and to listen to them and to be there, basically their emotional slave. That's what you're there for. So now that you are now going against them, they're not going to look upon this kindly. But the fact is you have outsmarted them. You have seen the truth and you have now taken control of this situation and you are doing something about it. Yes, my friends, you are taking control and you are doing something about it. And by you doing something about it is by leaving and going no contact, because what you have to realize is this person isn't going to change. Whether you tell them or not, they're not going to change because they just don't want to. They have no desire to change. Think about it. If you were someone, okay, and you're getting your needs met, why would you want to change when everything that you're doing is getting your needs met? You don't need to change because whatever you're doing is working. And this is the cycle that they have been operating on for years and years and years. Again, remember what I always talk about in the videos, this stems from childhood. This is their way, this is how they have learned to be. They're not going to change. Doesn't matter what their age is, whether they're really young, whether they're really old. They have no desire to change because it serves their purpose. They have carefully orchestrated, okay, this personality, this way of being. So to be able to see it from another point of view, when someone suddenly tells you, that's not going to make a bit of difference. They're not going to care. They're going to be like, yeah, whatever. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing because it suits them. And that's how they think. So when you understand how this person thinks and how they behave, the way that they are, this will help you to understand that actually you are just transactional. You are just there to serve the purpose. That's what you're there for. And they use your energy. They use your life force. They use your emotions. They use mind games. They take so much from you because we allow them, because they can, because they've tricked us into it. Not that we're giving it willingly. It's not about that. It's that they take this from us and we don't realize until it's too late. But then you see everything has a threshold. Okay, everything has a sell-by date. So you do realize, you do get away. But what is the point of complicating your life, making it more difficult? There's no point calling them out. You outsmarted them. You saw it. You know how a narcissist reacts to silence. They hate it. They can't deal with it because, number one, they don't know how you are feeling. They don't know what you're thinking. So the moment that you say and tell them what you are thinking, what's going on, what you are feeling, they use this as ammunition against you, right? They're going to use this against you so that they can manipulate you into any way that they want. Remember, this is about serving their needs. The second thing that's going to happen when you go no contact is they're not going to understand, because this is not a way that you have acted before. They're not going to understand why you are not serving them anymore, serving them emotionally anymore. So they're going to try and understand this. They're going to try and reach out to you, but you're going to be no contact, and this is going to hurt them the most. The fact that you have rejected them, because remember, this is a core wound of theirs. The fact that you have rejected them by going no contact, this is going to get the message over to them loud and clear. When you talk to them and tell them, you verbalize how you say it, how you feel, they're going to know. If you go no contact and communicate it like this, they're not going to know what to do with themselves, because this is the biggest trigger for them. Silence, your silence is the biggest trigger. So that's why it's so important for you not to say how you feel, just to kind of run and keep running, because they're not going to be able to understand this. They're not going to like it. And that is the greatest revenge. If you ever watch any videos or anything out there or any content on how to get a revenge on a narcissist, that is it. Literally silence. That is the best way of getting revenge on someone or anyone. if you just go silent. It's not about ghosting them. It's not the same thing, because actually you've had some form of interaction with this person. You've had a relationship, but the fact that you've figured out who they are, it's about going no contact. That's why it is so important. It's literally a lifesaver. You'll be able to get the time, the space, the mental clarity, the emotional break from this person that you need. So this is what you do when you outsmart a narcissist. Guys, I really hope this video has helped. And if you are someone that is going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I also have a mentorship program that is coming out very soon. Please see the description box below if you'd like further details. And also I have the journal club. If this is great for someone who is already in therapy, already receiving counseling, this is a great tool to use alongside that. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.